I did weigh myself today just for fun. And it was 255.5. I was 255.5. I've been still doing the SS31 peptide. I will be doing the MOTS C peptide after this, so I am still doing this one. My crazy bruise that I had from the other day, it's now in that lovely yellow purple stage, which doesn't look great, but at least it's better than just that crazy purple blue color. So I look at my hair. My hair is crazy. Speaking of crazy. Anyway, I did work for the last week and a half-ish with TurboTax. I was doing like online support for them. Tax season's over, so it was just a very limited engagement type job. So now I'm looking for other work some more. What I really liked about it was that I was able to select my times that I worked in half-hour increments. So like I could work an hour here and then go pick up the kids and then work 3 hours there. And if I knew that I had an appointment, I could just like work around that. So that was pretty cool. I did like that. It was a little stressful because it was about tax stuff and people are crazy about their tax stuff. And also, don't wait till the last minute to do your taxes. I know some things happen, but I think a lot of people just put it off. They just don't want to think about it and don't want to do it. And then suddenly it's like an emergency, you got to get it done. And then people get stressed. So just my little advice to you guys for next year, start working on it, maybe in March. And then just little bits here, little bits there. And then pretty soon it's done and you don't have to worry about it. So I am looking for that kind of work some more. The place that I was working with is Omni Interactions. They have some on-call stuff right now, and that's not, I don't want to do on-call stuff. There's a couple other places that do the same thing. One's called Arise. There's another called Working Solutions. It's kind of funny because I was approved for Working Solution or Arise, but not Working Solutions. Apparently, I wasn't a good fit for them, which I think is funny because they use the same assessment testing that Arise does. And Arise was like, yeah, welcome aboard. And Working Solutions was like, nope. So, back in the day, I used to do a lot of reselling. So I would go to like Ross or TJ Maxx and buy like clothes or, I don't know, household kitchen goods, that kind of thing. And just resell it. And at one point, I had a lot of stuff. And I was doing a pretty brisk trade in it, selling it on like Amazon and Walmart and eBay and stuff like that. But I was trying to focus my energy in a different direction, so I haven't really purchased a lot lately. And I'm just trying to sell off what I have. So I put a bunch of stuff on sale on Poshmark yesterday, and almost immediately 2 things sold, which was nice. One of them I made a small profit on. One of them I lost like $10 on, which in the grand scheme of things, I have made money. So let's say that I spent $3,000, on all this stuff that I still have here. Well, from everything I've sold within that purchase, I've already made my money back on it. So even if I take a loss, I'm still ahead in the grand scheme of things. But still, it sucks when you buy something for like, $30 and then you sell it for 15. That's not fun. On the other hand, I have a lot of stuff in this office and I would like to move it out and make room for something else. I don't know. I just watched the TV series Fallout. It's on Prime, Amazon Prime. If you guys have Amazon Prime, I would say to watch it. It was so good. I thought the casting was really well done. The storyline was interesting. It's based on a video game series, if you're unaware. And I don't play the game, but I know enough about it that it seems like it kind of follows along with the gameplay. I don't know. I just thought it was so well done. So we watched it. My husband and I watched it over the course of like a week or so. I think there's 8 episodes, 8 or 10, something. It's a limited run. And now I'm just super irritated because I got to wait probably at least a year for them to come out with season 2. And there's definitely going to be a season 2. I think I read that they already picked it up for either because they're going to have a season 2 or they picked it up for another 2 seasons. I can't recall which, but it was really good. Fallout. Um, and then we watched a movie called Wicked Little Letters. It's a British comedy, kind of set back after World War II. And there's like this, the town was so cute. It's like this seaside English quaint town. And this lady, she's been getting like these really nasty letters, just like foul and just really raunchy, foul letters. And they think that it's the next door neighbor lady because she's got a pretty foul mouth. And she and the lady that these letters are being sent to kind of had a falling out. So, yeah, it was funny. I liked the way that it played out as well. So Wicked Little Letters, I do recommend that. I'm looking forward to seeing a movie. It's either in the theaters or it'll be in the theaters soon. I can't recall which. I'm wanting to say it's called Abigail. It's about a bunch of mercenaries kidnap this little girl, and they're holding her for ransom because they want money. Apparently, I don't know, her parents are loaded or something. But then it turns out, and I'm not giving anything away here because it's part of the trailer, it turns out that the little girl, who's in a ballerina costume, by the way, she's a vampire. So then she starts like laying waste to all these mercenaries who kidnapped her. So then they're like trying to survive this house, and I don't know if they're locked in or what it is, but it looked kind of funny. It reminded me of, there is a movie called Ready or Not. That one also was really good. That one's premise is about a woman who marries into this family, and they always have to play. Whenever you marry into the family, you have to choose a card, and whatever's on the card is a game that you have to play. And the whole thing is like, back in the day, this family made a deal with the devil, and if the card is hide and seek, then you have to survive the night basically. And nobody's ever survived the night because everybody else in the family are trying to find and then sacrifice this person. So that one gets gory, but it's got like I thought it was funny. It's got like a really kind of comedic element to it. The previews for Abigail remind me of Ready or Not, in the same vein of, the people who were being monstrous are in fact kind of being hunted by a monster. So I would like to see that at some point. I don't know if I'll wait for it to come out. It's not really necessarily one that I need to spend a lot of money to go see in the theater. On the other hand, I do have one of those Cinemark movie clubs, and I've got a number of tickets that have built up. So technically I would have already paid for it, like, months ago. Yeah, so that's kind of what I've been up to. I cleaned my office. I put a lot of stuff that I had on the floors. I either put away in places or unpacked. We've been in this house for 3 years now, I think, going on 3 years, and we still have stuff in boxes in some places, so I unpacked some stuff. My desk is pretty free of clutter right now. It's crazy. Oh, I've done a couple voice auditions for some audiobooks. I'll probably do a couple more auditions for some other ones because I would like to start getting into voiceover acting if I can. I think that'd be kind of fun. Who knows if I'll be any good at it. My children love it when I read books to them, and I've got a pretty fluid reading voice, and I can, act excited when there's an exclamation point or ask a question when there's a question mark. So I would not want to be an actor on stage and screen kind of thing because I've got crazy anxiety, and I wouldn't want that kind of pressure. Doing this kind of stuff, it's fine because it's just me and my camera and then you after the fact. But being with a whole sound and stage crew and then having to do like junkets and stuff, I don't know. I think you have to have a very special kind of personality to be able to handle that kind of thing without being heavily medicated. But doing audiobook readings, I can totally do that. I've been playing with my Adobe Audition, and I was using Audacity to master my files, but it wasn't working as well. And then I started working with the Adobe Audition, and that stuff is a little more high tech than the free open source Audacity. Oh, I saw my hernia doctor, and he said that, yeah, I've got 2 obvious hernias, but they're like, it's like fat that is pushed through the hernia. It's not like intestines or stomach or anything like that. So he's like, if they don't hurt, which they don't really, and they're not getting bigger, which I haven't noticed them get bigger, he's like, it's kind of up to you whether you want to have them worked on. So for now, I'm just going to leave it. He's saying it's most likely not a cause of my PVCs because they're not hiatal hernias. Hiatal hernias are like basically when your stomach, like you have your diaphragm, and there's a hole where your like esophagus goes down into the stomach or something like that, and a hernia comes up through that and then like protrudes, and that can go like under the heart or right against the heart and irritate the heart. These aren't like this. These are like down by my belly button, and so I don't think that they're getting bigger. They don't hurt on their own. If I like lean up against a sink while I'm brushing my teeth or whatever, they might be a little tender, a little painful, but just on their own, they don't hurt. So that being said, I could get back on the tirzepatide. I've thought about doing that, but it's been probably at least 2 weeks now since I've had my last shot. And I don't think I'd just be able to start at 10. And I'd probably want to start like 2.5 and then 5, 7.5 before I got back up to 10 again. And then by then I'd be going to Hawaii because we're going to Hawaii. And I don't want to be on the shot while I'm in Hawaii. So I'm probably just going to not be on the tirzepatide until mid-May. I think that's probably when I'll pick it back up again. Mid to a third of the way through May, around the 20th, 25th, something like that. I don't know, 20th maybe. So, I don't know. We'll see. I'm keeping my fingers crossed that I don't gain a bunch of weight in the meantime. I think it's been okay. I've definitely been eating more than I was on the tirzepatide. I know that. And it's not healthy in the sense that I'm not super hungry these days when I'm eating. I'm just eating to eat. And as I'm eating, I'm like, this is too much food. Why are you eating this, amount of food? But like it's there and it's in front of me, or I dished myself up a certain amount and I don't want to put away, I don't know. It'd be probably more than a few mouthfuls, but it seems like it's little enough that I wouldn't want to keep it for later. So I've just been eating it. Except for today, I was eating some leftovers from yesterday and I was like, I'm getting full. So then I just threw the rest of it out. So funnily enough, I was kind of proud of myself for that because I didn't just sit there and force myself to eat it. So, yeah. All right, guys. I will see you next time and take care till then. Bye.